How the dollar became the world's most powerful weapon narration. What if I told you, the most powerful weapon on earth isn't a missile, a tank, or an army, it's a piece of paper, the US dollar. A weapon so strong, it can destroy economies, crush nations, and win wars, all without firing a single bullet. Visuals. Montage. Explosions fade into images of US dollar bills. Zoom out, dollar symbol overlaying the globe. Text on screen, the weapon called money. The birth of the dollar empire. Our story begins in 1944, in a small town called Bretton Woods, New Hampshire. World War II was ending. The world was broken. Europe destroyed, Asia struggling, and America, rich, powerful, untouched, to rebuild the global economy. 44 nations gathered at a secretive meeting. Their goal? To create a new financial system. The deal was simple. The world would link their currencies to the US dollar, and the dollar would be backed by gold. This agreement, known as the Bretton Woods system, turned the dollar into the foundation of the world's economy. From that day, the green paper became the golden rule. Visuals. Black and white clips of 1940s delegates shaking hands, gold bars, dollar notes, and world maps connecting to the US. But in 1971, everything changed. President Richard Nixon made a shocking announcement. The US would no longer back the dollar with gold. Now, the dollar wasn't tied to anything real. No gold, no silver, just trusts. But here's the twist. Instead of collapsing, the dollar grew even stronger. Why? Because of oil. In 1974, America struck a secret deal with Saudi Arabia. Every barrel of oil in the world would be sold only in US dollars. This was the birth of the petrodollar system. Now, every country needs dollars. Not for trade, but for survival. If you wanted oil, you needed dollars. And if you needed dollars, you needed America. Nixon's speech footage. Oil rigs pumping. Dollar bills flowing through pipelines as oil. The US realized something powerful. If the whole world depended on the dollar, then controlling dollars meant controlling the world. Instead of tanks and bombs, America began using sanctions. Financial blockades. When a country disobeyed Washington, their dollar access was cut off. Without dollars, trade stopped. Banks froze. Economies collapsed. This invisible weapon was used against Iran, Cuba, Russia, Venezuela, and more. No soldiers, no wars, just money. It was economic warfare. Quiet, clean, devastating. Montage, countries' flags fading into graphs crashing. Stock markets plummeting. Bank doors closing. Text. Sanctions. The silent war. But not everyone accepted this dominance. Nations began fighting back. China launched its digital yuan. Russia started trading oil in rubles. Even allies began questioning the dollar's control. The world is slowly building systems that don't rely on US currency, like BRICS nations forming their own financial network. Still, the dollar remains king, for now. It's a system built not on fairness, but on fear. Global trade routes in animation. Chinese yuan, Russian ruble, Indian rupee, spinning around the globe. US dollar symbol towering over them. The US dollar began as a currency, but over time it became a weapon. A tool to influence politics, punish enemies, and reward loyalty. Every dollar printed holds power far greater than ink and paper. It holds the fate of nations. But history teaches one lesson. No empire and no currency lasts forever. The only question now is, when the dollar falls, what will rise in its place? Dollar burning slowly, revealing digital currencies beneath. Fade out to a world map with question marks. End text. Money rules the world until it doesn't.